8:42 here at Big 550 KTRS. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the music of The Price is Right. It sounds like almost the beginning there. It almost sounds like the music to The Love Boat, actually.
It almost does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a long list of legendary announcers for The Price is Right. The announcer for the current Price is Right with Drew Carey is George Gray. He's a St. Louisan. He's the voice of The Price is Right, and he is in our studio. Good morning, George Gray.
Good morning. Actually, there's a short list of announcers.
It's Rowdy.
Roddy.
No,
that's pro wrestling. That's pro wrestling. It's all right. It's still early.
It is pretty.
No,
it
actually,
is a short
there's
list.
3.
43 years. There's Rod. Yeah. It was Johnny Olson,
right?
Rod Roddy, Rich Fields, and then myself. And the first 2 guys went out in the Pine Box.
Right.
So nobody leaves that show.
How?
Because it's such a good.
No, it's awesome.
Gig.
It's great.
You grew up in St. Louis.
I did.
Born and raised.
Well, I did some growing up here, and then my family decided to move to Tucson, and
Okay.
I was too young to feed myself. So I went to high school, college there.
Okay, in Tucson.
Yep.
U of A.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Wildcat.
And then, but you still come back here quite a bit, right?
I do. I bought back my childhood home in Baldwin
did?
10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's a great story.
So I'm on hiatus right now. We're down for a couple of months. I don't have to work till almost the second week in July. So I've been here for the great weather for the last month. I brought 18 tank tops with me. I think I've used one to sleep in.
When you bought your childhood home, did you knock on the door and say, how much, get out, or was it actually for sale?
Yeah. Knock on somebody who's like, how much? That's always an awkward first discussion. Actually, my pop had just passed in 2002, and my sister Renee had said, you know what, let's go back to St. Louis, have a little kind of a remembrance, a little reminisce tour.
Right.
And so we went back, and we saw all the things we remember growing up, kind of make us feel good, connect us back to our father. And we stood in front of the house, and we didn't want to be creepers and look in the windows,
right? Sure.
And our neighbor Rosemary, who lived across the street, I remember playing with Matt, her kid, when I was 5 years old. She still lived in the house. She came out and said, actually, the guy who owns it right now, they just put carpet in it. They're trying to figure out what to do with it. His daughter lived in it. She had gotten a divorce, lived in it forever, and they don't know what to do. I have his phone number. I called him, and while standing on the sidewalk, said, are you thinking about selling it? And he said, I've been thinking about it. And we made a deal on the sidewalk, right there, which we think my father had orchestrated.
Yeah. That is a great
story. He was
story.
probably up and having chain smoking cigarettes, won a deal in a race, if I know him, and he made this. It was just I turned to my sister. I'm like, do you want to chip in on this? I'll chip in on this, and we bought it together.
That's a great story.
So how often do you stay in the house?
I come back every time we're in the playoffs, which magically is always, which is
Yes.
awesome. But I usually come back, for a big hunk of summer. I'm always back for Christmas and then the playoffs, and just whenever I can get away. I'll come in for a week or something like that.
George Gray, our guest, the voice of The Price is Right. Drew Carey seems like a really nice guy.
Horrible human being.
Yeah.
No, he's actually really great. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah. Now, so many questions.
That's the first one.
How do you guys record 7 in a day and then have all 6 days off?
That would be a lot.
How does that work?
Yeah, that would be a lot.
7 would be a lot because it's an hour show. We do we shoot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 shows a day. That's an 8-hour day. So everything's union, everything's nice and breezy, everything's wonderful. Go in and do a morning meeting. We do a rehearsal that lasts almost an hour. Load the audience. The pants, makeup, come out, say hi to the audience. Bam, we shoot. Break for lunch. Rinse and repeat. So we do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So even the weeks we work, we have off Thursday through Sunday.
Okay,
that's a 4-day. That's 4 days off.
That is such a good gig.
And we only work 2 or 3 weeks on, and then 1 week off. And so the week we have off, you add the 4 with that week, so we get 10-day hiatuses.
Nice.
So I'm robbing them blind. It's awesome.
Now, do you do anything on your hiatus? Do you do other work?
Actually, I got up early for this. That was a big deal for me.
That's
not
work.
that you need to do other work.
To everybody listening,
side stuff.
God bless you for getting up early every day. Wow. You know what? I had no choice in life but to work in Hollywood because my lazy butt can't get out of bed before 10 in the morning. So actually, I got to do a comedy show here called STL Up Late, which is really a fun show.
Yeah, on the internet, right?
And they broadcast on there, but you can go down to their theater on Locust, and I'm actually doing it again June 13th.
Okay, yeah.
I do charity benefit stuff. Every year I go do for Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital down in Florida. I'll do. I'm a big gearhead, so I'll do like the Love Ride, things like that for with bikes, raise money for muscular.
Well, it was Drew Carey that's video went viral when he fell off the treadmill, right?
Nice try, pal. That was me.
That was you. Well, you're as skinny as Drew Carey.
The less you could say.
So what were you doing being an announcer and being on the treadmill?
Running backwards on it.
Well, actually, I'm actually on camera on the show. So,
you're one of Barker's beauties? You're one of Drew's beauties?
That's a sad day. Well, actually, they do have me, not all the time, but they'll have me a lot of times if 3 prizes or something like that, and let's say Rachel and Manuela's there, they'll have me do the 3rd prize.
Okay.
So I'll go and do that. And that happened to be that case. It was... I don't remember what it was. It was maybe a TV, it was something else, and then the treadmill. Oh, it was with Gwendolyn. She was on the show that day.
Yes.
And and so we right before the doors open, I hopped on the treadmill, and she said, "You can't do that." And I said, "I do it all the time. I know, I really do. I've been on the treadmill before, and I read copy while I'm doing it, and the doors fly open, and it's a new treadmill." and so she said, "You can't do that." And I said, "Not only can I do it, I'm doing it backwards. I've done it before. I can do it." And she's like, "You're going to kill yourself." And so I'm like, "This is easy." So I'm backwards, doors open, and I said, "They said it couldn't be done." Well, that's why I said that, because I was teasing her for telling me I couldn't be done. Well, it couldn't be done. And that's what was funny is I was great reading backwards. Everything's fabulous. And then if you can see in the shot, you see a piece of paper come out, and it's because our stage manager, Doug, was handing me the copy, because then I wouldn't be on camera for about 10 seconds.
Right.
Hands me the copy. I read the copy. Right before it comes back to me, I hand away the copy. Nobody ever sees it. And then I read off cue cards. So it's just kind of, the behind-the-scenes mechanics. Well, when he went to go hand me that piece of paper, between speaking, running backwards, holding the microphone, and leaning out for that piece of paper, that was a little too much for Big G's brain.
How many double showcases have you given away?
I've probably seen a half a dozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's within $100?
$250.
$250.
McGraw, you never watched the show.
Well, I used
a long list of announcers. So Drew Carey fell off the treadmill. So what's it like working with Drew Barrymore? Is she fabulous?
I haven't watched the show since I was in college, which is why I'm in radio. Somebody has to send it to Traffic and Weather 75 times a day. That's what I do. So $250 double showcase.
Yep.
Do you play along?
I do.
Or are you busy working that you can't guess the deal?
I play along. As a matter of fact, there's a whole bank of the audience that sits right near my podium, and I always play with them because I don't know what the answer is, and I love guessing. It's so fun, and
I love the people who were like $7,900,000, and it turns out to be $12,000.
Because you get nervous. You get nervous. 11,000. Yes, I've heard it.
You know what I hate is when you have them come on down in the first part of the show. I hate it when someone bids 700, and then the next person says 701. Come on, be original.
I like the person who bids $1. I like the $1.
$1.
$1.
And then we get the 420s.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what? The 01 does work sometimes. But you live by the 01, you die by the 01. Because sometimes what's great is the first person say 700, second person's like 701, and then the next one goes 702. Oh, snap. No, you didn't.
It's a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production?
It was.
Oh.
Again, it just...
He doesn't...
I watched it years ago. I'm loyal to Bob Barker.
It's actually Fremantle. It's
Fremantle.
Fremantle now.
Okay. And it's been on how long?
It's been on for 43 years. #1 show in daytime, baby.
Wow.
What's the best game? Is there one that's considered most popular?
Well, yeah, the most popular is Plinko.
Really?
Oh, geez. People would pay money to drop a Plinko chip. Absolutely. I do the Price is Right Live sometimes, which is where a traveling show that goes out.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll take Drew's role, and then somebody else will announce. And people froth at the mouth to play
Really?
Plinko. Yeah, well, you get up there, you drop the chip. People are listening right now going, yeah, I know.
Plinko.
Yes, and you drop the Plinko chip, and then you can win lots
I like
of
that.
money. Oh, the cliffhangers?
Yeah.
Yes.
George Gray, anything we need to plug for you? Anything going on? Any books,
Yes,
movies?
this is super important. I need to plug this. Everybody knows all you got to plug. I need to say, go Cardinals!
That's it.
Can you
Go
please,
Cardinals!
I know we're out of time, but can you please say Kelly and McGraw, come on down?
I would love to do that. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Kelly and McGraw, come on down!
George Gray, St. Louisan, who bought his parents' house. I love that story. George, you're always welcome here. Safe travels, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for having me, guys. Have a great day, everybody.
8:52 KTR.